special value. 11 years now in a row, we have brought you a Mrs. Prindables Today's Special Value that so many of you wait for every year. That snap of that fresh USA grown apple, that pull of the caramel, those delicious toppings. It is an annual tradition for so many. But tonight we show you something completely brand new. I always like a tradition with a new twist.
Don't you love it?
You are looking at one of our new flavors, cinnamon roll in a Mrs. Prindables apple. They are yummy, yummy, yummy. And I also want you to know, see how big that apple is?
Yeah.
Huge. This is our only big, large apple. Today's special value from Mrs. Prindables for the year.
This is our only large apples of any
of the whole year.
For the entire year. Yes.
Okay, so here's what's really great. We know some of you are going to gift a lot. So we're going to give you the option to get 10 apples that all come individually wrapped, but they also come with 10 gift bags. So now maybe you're serving some, you're snacking on some, and then you're giving some away. If you want all 10, 5 easy payments of $15 with free shipping and handling. But we also know there are some of you who say, I love the idea of 10. I just don't know that many people.
Exactly.
I don't know if I'll be able to eat all those. So we're also going to give you a 5 count. And that 5 count, so have it your way, 5 count, 4 easy payments, just $11.25. Now, you save a lot if you can bump up to the 10 count. But even at that 5 count, you are still talking about
getting Mrs. Prindables confections in for that total price. That
way less than you would spend anywhere else. Okay, so let's talk about these flavors. If you go with the 10 count, you are going to get 5 of the cinnamon roll and 5 right here. So 5 new and 5 that you always wait for. And that is our triple chocolate chip flavor. Now, if you decide to go with 5, well, then here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you 2 of the cinnamon roll and 3 of those more classic triple chocolate chips. Okay, so what is a Mrs. Prindables apple? And I cannot believe I'm even saying that because I've been eating these for years. But for anyone who's new to this idea,
we pioneered the gourmet caramel apple. And when you take a close-up look at the flavors that you see right here, you're going to understand why. We have never been more confident that you will love the flavors in our today's special value. And here's why. Sandra touched on it. We're starting out with our all-time perennial, year after year, most popular flavor, triple chocolate, milk, dark, white chocolate chips. And then we added those creamy confections in the shape of
cute little Christmas trees.
Christmas trees and red little stockings. So perennial, all-time favorite. And then guess what we have here? Voted by our customers.
It's the one I didn't know I even needed in my life, and it is so delicious.
It is voted our #1 best tasting new flavor. We got to hold 2 taste tests with over 100 of our customers in June and July. We had narrowed down what we thought were our best all-time new flavors. This was overwhelmingly picked among those. This is holiday cinnamon roll. Those are chunks of yummy dough. That light brown chip is just a really mild but lovely cinnamon chip. White chocolate chips, and then you have those sequins
sprinkles. It tastes like Christmas.
It tastes like Christmas. What was it like? Did you get to try it at home?
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? We already ate them all. Okay, so here's what I also want you to know. You're going to pick 5 or 10 apples. You also need to pick when you want these shipped out to you. Here comes David. Do you want them shipped out immediately? Do you want them the week of November 18th, the week of December 2nd, or the week of December 9th?
So let's put those ship weeks on the screen and leave them there for a moment. And I'm going to walk up a little closer because I need to read them because I can't read them from back here.
So immediate, November 18th, December 2nd, and December 9th. And then also, David, we're going to do an auto delivery. If you pick this up now, we'll send out another shipment to you in April, and that will have all the spring colors of the confections and the spring boxes, and we'll show those to you in just a minute.
I want everyone to get out their day planners and think about when your school parties are, church parties are, block parties, civic groups, whatever you got going on. Anyone you want to remember, those are important people, but also think about the people that you need to remember on a regular basis. Next door neighbor who pulls in all your packages. Maybe it's the neighbor that lives alone and you want to leave this on the back porch as a little snack for the holidays. Maybe it's for the first responder, the school bus driver. Maybe it's for the piano teacher or the soccer coach.
Maybe it's for the person who helps your parent, right? Their caregiver.
Caregiver, the certified nursing assistant.
That's right. So, Lori, let's talk very quickly about if I start ordering these like for the weeks, how long will they last in my refrigerator?
They will stay fresh in your fridge for up to 3 weeks. So you've got some great options, and you both alluded to them. That immediate ship goes out at the beginning of next week. Why? Because they haven't been made yet. We make these to order. We have not started on your apples, even if you pick that immediate ship date. We're going to start working on them. They're going to go out the door from our Mrs. Prindables kitchen at the beginning of next week. They'll arrive at the end of next week. They'll stay fresh in the fridge through Thanksgiving. You pick the November 18th ship date. That'll arrive in plenty of time for Thanksgiving, stay fresh into the beginning of December. That's when you want to have those, when you're putting up your Christmas decorations, when you're getting your gift giving done right off the bat.
Maybe you want to, if you have people over for Thanksgiving, you send them home with a Mrs. Prindables apple.
Use this as a place marker with the to from right there.
Pretty little boxes.
Indeed. And then those 2 December ship dates, both of them will stay fresh in the fridge through Christmas. So you have great options on
Well, this is a tradition, right? Because every year our customers look forward to their Mrs. Prindables Today's Special Value assortment. None of the artwork on the boxes is repeated, and every box has a to from tag on it. So if you want to put your the name of your hairdresser, your nail tech, or the multiple teacher's aides at school, all these are going to be people that you want to remember. And it's also important to remember that the apples are so fresh that even if you order the most immediate ship week, your apples haven't even been dunked yet.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
Not to mention globbed with all the toppings.
And actually, let's show how big they are, because I think we have, do we have that? Oh,
right back here.
Thank you, David.
Perfect example.
Okay. The apples that we're doing, twice the size, serve twice as many people.
Is that
What do
crazy?
I like to say? I like to say it looks like this one ate that one for lunch.
There you go.
Because this is a like 1 to 2 person serving, right?
And this is the one that we use throughout the year because it's a great way to keep the quality up with the prices down. Today's special value opens up a whole nother mechanism.
They're softball size.
Yeah, this is when we can go crazy, bring you the largest apples you will see on air all year long.
And can you show me what it looks like? How much, if you want to just cut these up and serve them on a platter to your guests when they come in. Maybe this is your Thanksgiving little appetizer. You put it out as a dessert. This is 1 apple, right?
Yeah, so you give someone this gift.
That's
and
wild.
It's just so fun to watch them open it, pull out that caramel apple, maybe the first caramel apple they've had since they were kids, and they get to experience what a gourmet version of that is all about. This is enough for a family of 4.
And this is in the 10 count. Just under $6
Yes,
an
please.
apple, which is unheard of when you think of those USA grown apples, the quality caramel, and all those premium toppings. I have an update for you. 44,000 have now been ordered just today. There are 500 customers on the line waiting, and 30,000 shopping on QVC.com. Are you going for the cinnamon roll?
Tell me.
The cinnamon roll.
Have you
I'm
had
ready
it
for
yet?
the cinnamon
Have
roll.
you tried it
This is my
before?
maiden voyage.
Ooh, you're going to love it.
Love this.
First you get the freshness of the apple.
Yeah.
Then you get the globbings of the toppings, but I taste the autumn seasonings.
Isn't that
The
crazy?
cinnamon.
That rich, kind of doughy, wonderful cinnamon roll flavor. Isn't that
It
awesome?
tastes like the holidays.
We loved it. And what our big challenge is every year, as you can imagine, is coming up with new flavors, but not crazy new.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
You want
New
it to
flavors
be
that
you
everyone will love.
Yeah, you want it to be like you get a Mrs. Prindables, and it's like, oh, that's my yearly tradition. We don't want to mess with tradition.
We don't want to mess with
but we also
tradition.
want to give you something new and exciting. So here, if you're just joining us, here's the situation. You can go with all 10 apples, 5 of the cinnamon roll, 5 of that triple chocolate, and each one will come with. Okay, you guys take a look at how cute
Aren't
these
they
gift
just
boxes
so
are.
awesome?
They actually have like little windows that you can open up and see what's inside. The sweetest boxes, all done like sweaters and little characters. If you do the box set of 10, you're going to get 5 cinnamon roll, 5 of the chocolate. If you decide you just want 5, and we get that because for some people, 10 might actually be too many. Maybe you really just want 5. So that's actually something we started in recent years.
That was a request from customers. This is my favorite. For gifts, I always do 10. That's me. I need a lot, and I want each gift, the price per gift, to be super low. When I'm doing built to, ship to, when I'm sending this to family across the country, I have 2 nephews and their kids. One lives in Texas, one lives in California. This is the 5-piece.
That's exactly right. And in the 5-piece, you're going to get 2 cinnamon roll and 3 chocolate. And you make a good point, because maybe I want to send 10 to my house because I'm giving them to everybody. But if you want to send this to maybe your son and his family, or your cousin that you love so much and her family, maybe 5 is what you send, not 10, to like a family of 4 people. You send the 5. We'll send you the bill. We will ship it to them, and it will come beautifully wrapped. Now, Mrs. Prindables is a great American story. And take a look right here.
All of our apples come from U.S. orchards, specially selected like the one that you see in Washington State. We have a long-term relationship with them. The apples are shipped directly to our Mrs. Prindables kitchen right before they go out to you. They're dunked in that made-from-scratch legendary caramel. This is the final step when they're hand-topped, they're hand-finished with all those decadent gourmet toppings to get that thick blanket of gourmet goodness that our customers love.
Do you ever need to take anyone to the factory? I volunteer, and so does our line producer, Frank.
I love it.
I want to show everybody right now very quickly. So obviously this is the holiday pack-up, but come over here if you can, because this is also really popular. This is our auto delivery. So if you decide to go with auto delivery in the 5 or the 10, here's what we're going to do. We're going to send them out to you. Now notice the colors change, but the flavors remain the same.
Exactly the same,
so
just different sprinkles.
Just now we have like pastels for spring, and look, they're little woodland creatures. There's like a fox and a hedgehog and an owl and a bunny. So adorable. This is your set of 10, and then same with the set of 5 that you see right here. They are so cute. Can you imagine? I want to show you. Can you imagine giving this to someone for Easter? Look how cute.
Isn't that so awesome?
They're adorable.
I'm plunging in with some of the boxes over here because this is the shipping box. If you order that 10 apple choice, this is a shipping box that came from Niles, Illinois, all the way to here to the Pennsylvania area. It came in, we opened it up just so you could see how it goes inside. I think it was Alberti that called it apple condos, that little area there. We tuck in the apples so they arrive bruise-free and perfect condition. Nice. Here are the boxes. You get it home, you open it up, you're going to put those apples straight into the refrigerator because that's how they stay the freshest longest for 3 weeks. When it's time to eat, take them out of the fridge about an hour ahead of time so the toppings are room temperature, and then this is how you gift it. I just love thinking of each person as I put this together, that neighbor that always just helps us out with packages and,
also,
our dog.
I have to say I really appreciate the fact that they are definitely holiday, but not necessarily Christmas holidays.
Isn't
we have
that true?
penguins. Now there is 2 with the reindeer, but we have penguins and we have snowmen. And then actually over here, if you go with the auto delivery, we have 2 Easter bunny holding an Easter basket, but the rest are just like little woodland creatures that will certainly work for Easter, but will also work if you don't celebrate Easter. So this is more seasonal than tied to a holiday, but for so many of us who cannot think about the winter holidays, the Christmases, the Hanukkahs, without Mrs. Prindables, this is the time to do it. It is our largest apple that you ever see from Mrs. Prindables. Yeah. And it's the only time this year we're going to do it. This is what we typically do, and it's yummy and it's wonderful. This will serve twice the size, twice the number of people in our big apple.
Isn't that crazy? This is the today's special value for QVC. This is the year's special value for Mrs. Prindables. And we build our entire year around our today's special value. It's not the leftovers. It's not the extra ingredients that we need to get rid of. We start our season figuring out what our best value is going to be, and then we build the other assortments around it. So to the best of our ability, and we hope you agree, this is the best value, the largest apples, incredible gift boxes at a super price.
You know, when Mrs. Prindables first became popular, it was in those very, very high-end fancy department stores, usually on like the 3rd floor or something, where they had the confections, and there would be massive lines every Christmas season to get a Mrs. Prindables apple. Right now, in the giant size, you're getting them home for $6 an apple.
Crazy?
I think you paid more decades ago for a big Mrs. Prindables apple than what we're doing right now in our today's special value. So lots of people are picking up more than one. Here's what you need to know. Pick the 5 count or the 10 count. And then you have to pick your date. And if we could put that up on the screen, we'll help everybody go through their choices again. And then I want to talk about, well, there's that crisp of the apple. So you will get either 5 large holiday apples or 10. Both include your gift boxes. They will ship either now, the week of November 18th, the week of December 2nd, or the week of December 9th. If you need to get these through Christmas to New Year's, go with December 9th. If you have your holiday celebrations a little bit, maybe it's the party, the potlucks or whatever, a little bit earlier in December, go with December 2nd. If you want them in time for Thanksgiving, go November 18th. And if you want them now, or immediate, that's right.
In the fridge, it'll stay fresh.
Because it'll last then as well. So, and if you want to go with auto delivery, well, we can ship this out to you one more time in April. Same flavors, just different sprinkles and confections, and really cute little woodland creature gift boxes.
We have customers to thank from our taste test that we did this summer, and we want to hear from some of those for sure.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Amazing.
Really? It's called the Holiday Cinnamon Bun. Does it describe it?
It tastes like a cinnamon bun. You can really taste the cinnamon and like the icing. It's delicious. It reminds me of Christmas morning. So good.
You know what's cool? It's not super sweet. Like the apple really, like the tartness of the apple cuts down.